you need a printer. What? So if you have a printer and it's not a good quality, it's time to upgrade. If you have a really cheap printer, that will not do. Meaning, I don't care if you buy from Fiskars, I don't care if you buy from Cricut, I don't care if you buy from Amazon, doesn't bother me. These machines are iconic. They're amazing. They're so perfect. I mean, oh my goodness, my friend, if you're watching this video, chances are you just got a Cricut or you're thinking about getting one of my favorite machines in the entire world, which is a Cricut. Whether it's a Cricut Explorer or a Cricut Maker, I thought this would be the perfect time of year to film an updated 5 things I wish I knew before I got a Cricut video. Because y'all, you need to be in the scoop with everything Cricut for all your crafting needs. So in today's video, we're gonna dive in to not 1, not 2, but 5 of my favorite things I wish I knew before I got a Cricut. So this is gonna set you up for the most success as you start crafting with your Cricut more and more every day. All right, my friends, now you've got the Cricut, but here's the thing I think not enough people tell you is that you need a printer. What? You just invested in the Cricut. I get it. But here's the thing. Without a solid printer, you are very limited. So I recommend going ahead and investing in a printer because when you invest in that printer, here's the thing. You're gonna be able to craft like never before. You're gonna be able to make stickers. You're gonna be able to do so much more when you go ahead and invest in a printer that is going to help you craft to the highest level. And what I mean by that is I want you to be able to utilize all the functionality of this machine. So this machine is really, really awesome at cutting, at doing really detailed things. But to be able to use all of its ability, like print, then cut, you have to have a printer, specifically an inkjet printer, and one that is going to work with a rear tray. So if you have a printer and it's not a good quality, it's time to upgrade. If you have a really cheap printer, one that you got like for $40 at back to school, that will not do, okay? You need a good printer so you can get the most out of your machine. You've already paid for the machine. And I always like to remind people, like, you've paid for the machine, now it's our job to get the most out of your machine. And I always think the people who use this machine the best always has a printer in their craft space. So if you don't have a printer, consider upgrading, add it to your wish list. And if you have a printer, start making projects that include the printer and the Cricut. Because when you put those two together and that you marry them, you are gonna have the best projects, hands down, the best. All right, y'all, this is a controversial thing that I think a lot of people forget about. And the best thing is your supplies matter, all right? Your supplies matter far more than you think. And here's where a lot of people get it wrong. They think if they buy Cricut brand everything, that is actually going to help them in their crafting. And here's the secret too many people misunderstand, all right? And that is Cricut brand does not mean the best. There's a lot of things that the Cricut brand does really well. Obviously their blades, obviously their tools, things like that, they work good. But when it comes to their vinyl, when it comes to their transfer tape, when it comes to a lot of their like accessories, they're not the best. So here's what I encourage you to do. Be sure to look at neutral parties when you're researching. I am a neutral party. I am not compensated by Cricut. I'm not paid to make this video. I work for you, the consumer. All of my business is generated from consumers, meaning I don't care if you buy from Fiskars, I don't care if you buy from Cricut, I don't care if you buy from Amazon, doesn't bother me. So make sure they're neutral parties. If a YouTube channel or a influencer only recommends Cricut brand and Smart Vinyl and all those different tools, they are affiliated with Cricut. And all that means is Cricut's compensating them to create content. That's not a bad thing necessarily, but they are swayed. And I am a previous Cricut influencer who was brought back to Cricut thanks to their partnership with me and us partnering together. So I didn't know about these other brands until I decided to start exploring. And when I started exploring, y'all, The possibilities became endless. I got so many ideas. I've only had more fun when I stopped just working with Cricut brand, which is super, super important. And I love to share that. So here is number 3, and I don't want you to miss out on it. Number 3 is there is such an array of things you can make. Like seriously, y'all, I've spent the best half of my career teaching people how to make more with their Cricut machine. You're walking through my studio right now, you're seeing my storage, and y'all, I could just spend so much time just going through and talking about projects. Like, guess what? I'm sure you bought your Cricut so that you could do like vinyl on signs, and like this is what I teach people to do. Maybe make t-shirts, maybe make hats. Y'all, you have no idea what you just got. These machines are iconic. They're amazing. They're so perfect. I mean, just in paper crafts, like look at this little bin. These are just some of my paper crafts that I am obsessed with. Look at the little countdown. Look at this card. Like y'all, the amount of things you're gonna be able to do now that you have, look at these gift card holders. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What? Like, the possibilities are truly endless. Like, you're gonna be able to do so many fun projects. Listen, we made this with a Cricut, little photo album. It's epic, y'all. Like, you just have no idea what all you're gonna be able to do. 3D projects, this one needs to be fluffed out. The possibilities are just so endless. Another thing is like, they're addictive. Like, are you ready to be addicted? Like, these are so fun. Like, you're gonna be addicted to all things cups, Cricut, signs. Like, holy cow. Let me pull out some of these big signs here. Like, y'all, look at this. This is with a stencil. I love this. Oh, so good. I like them real thick and sprucey. LOL. But seriously, like, you now have the potential to make so many things that you probably don't even know you could do. And I don't know if you figured this out yet or not, but crafting is addictive. Like, it is truly a form of therapy for so many of us. We love it. We love learning new supplies, new tools. It is so fun. So if you just got a Cricut, like, buckle up, like, have fun, be ready to experiment, learn new things, and so much more. Now, number 4, I want to tell you that good instruction will go a long way and save you so many tears. One thing that I like to pride myself on here at the Makers Learn YouTube channel, where we've been creating content every single week since 2017, is all about great instruction. And when you join our membership, you get my highest level version of all my courses, all my curriculum in a really easy to consume way. Watching YouTube videos can be stressful, but that's why I like to offer live training on almost all my projects. So whether you're inside the membership or on YouTube, we have both really well. And you have to have good instruction. And why I love crafting live is so that you can learn the way we think about crafting. You can learn the way that we do it and the process that in order of operation. And not so much just that, you learn the technique and you learn the things that if I wrote a book about it or if I wrote instructions, I would not mention. It's the way that the pressure and just all the different things that come up during live crafting. It's very helpful. So understanding and getting really good, clear direction is very important to save you a ton of tears. All right. And that is super, super important to me that you understand all of it. And one thing that is big when you join the Cricut world, you have to be ready to learn a lot of different words. Weeding, burnishing, like Cricut in general, like all the different weld, attach, group, all sorts of different things that are going to humble you. You are going to be humbled in the terms and the glossary. So when you join my membership, you get access to our 30-day challenge, which is very, very helpful for so many of us just to learn the way that we think, the way that we talk, because if you don't even understand the words, you're not going to be able to understand. It's like another language. So you definitely want to be able to do that. And the last one that I want to touch on that I am very passionate about, that I think is super, super important, is that not everyone is a designer, all right? Not everyone is a designer, but everyone can design. Not everyone is a designer, but everyone can design if you understand a few principles and design filters. And this is a big thing that we teach right here at Makers Can Learn inside our membership. Inside of our design certification, we have a visual design certification when you join our membership, is that we'll teach you everything you need when it comes to design filters. And it is really important that you learn these filters and you're able to learn these principles, because these few principles and filters will go a long way when it comes to your craft journey. And we want you to be able to make things just like you would on Etsy and buy them. We want you to be able to be the person making them really quick, designing them really quick, and like bringing it to life, because who knows what is possible. You may be the next best Etsy seller. And we, in our advanced program, Passive Earner Society, help people every single day sell to strangers on Etsy, whether they're making their shirts or using other automated processes like Printify. We do that in our program. We have hundreds of people we've served and taught how to sell on Etsy and how to sell to strangers. So who knows, maybe that is your next step. You have no idea what's possible, because my friends, when I first got started in 2010, I would have never realized that because I bought a Cricut in 2010, that I would now be here with over 700,000 YouTube subscribers. I've had a thriving Etsy shop. I have sold so many different programs. I have had an amazing Cricut journey. And I truly do feel like I'm just getting started. I'm just getting warmed up. I'm having so much fun. And it is truly incredible to see what is possible when you set your mind to it. So I want to leave you with the thought that you have no idea what's possible for you now that you are going all in with your Cricut. Whether you've had a Cricut for a long time and you've been scared of it, whether you just got one for Christmas, or maybe you're just going to buy one because you spent all month of December pouring into other people and you're like, you know what? It's my time. I'm going to pick up a Cricut this weekend. I'm going to get started crafting, and I'm going to do it alongside people who I want to learn from and grow with. If that is you, definitely check out the Makers Can Learn membership. We would love to have you inside the room to get all access to all my programs, all my courses. For one rate, you're getting it all, and it's so incredible. So can't wait to welcome you with open arms to the Makers Can Learn family. Check it out down below. We'll link some of our favorite supplies, things you can consider when you're joining and like getting started with Cricut. I'll link those too. So until the next video, happy crafting, get excited, binge all of our curriculum, all of our videos, and I can't wait to see you back here real soon. Bye guys.